Jason. Hey. Good to see you. He's out. Okay. He's my doorman. You okay? There you go.
3 more minutes before we adjourn.
Yep.
Oh, there's your remaining dates up on the end of the. So grab the dates that get
Hey, if I can't take on
We always win by shut up.
Hey, if I didn't take on you, who would?
Well, I thought I was gonna have to walk in and apologize.
That's a long time.
It's only a suggestion, right?
Yes, purely suggestion, so I don't get that.
I can't believe it. Like, geez, I would, you got it.
Recording in progress.
Oh, there we go.
Just in time.
Alan's moving back this way. See that?
I see that. I was gonna go over there.
He's gonna,
You'll be here, Alan, pretty soon.
a couple of years, he's gonna be back right up here.
I feel safer over
You
here.
told him.
Nobody looks good, Phil.
Yeah.
We were worried about corn. We're good.
We have 17.
Use that suggested speed limit.
I wonder how many geese I see. Oh, I know. It was just black and all.
Probably think we need Lisa.
I need Lisa.
You don't need me.
You got all your final pictures? Well, I do believe in miracles.
We're gonna turn this on and then.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District. This is a hearing on Burleigh County petition for exclusion. With that, I'm going to call everybody's attention. With that, would everybody join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
With that, thank you. And Lisa? Roll call for Garrison Diversion Board.
Dave Anderson.
Here.
Jay Anderson.
Here.
Art. Bishop.
Here.
Blanchfield. Booth. Cook. Forty.
Here.
Henriksen.
Here.
Henready. Johnson.
Here.
Kaiser. Here. Cashian.
Here.
Klein.
Here.
Holsterman.
Yep.
Nor. Kruger. Ledoux. Metzger.
Here.
Armstead.
Here.
Warren.
Here.
Hellman. Rogers.
Here.
Siegert.
Here.
Tweed.
Here.
Meehan. Walter.
Here.
And Zibelman. We have quorum.
Thank you, Lisa. With that, just some ground rules for this hearing. With that, this is not a trial in a court of law. This is a hearing before the individual members of the Board of the Conservancy District. Each member is from a North Dakota county that constitutes the jurisdictional boundaries of that district. Board members have instructed me to see that everyone here wants the opportunity to express an opinion and has a chance to do so. So we'll conduct this hearing in a rather informal manner. This hearing in the matter of the petition and exclusion of Burleigh County, North Dakota from the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District shall come to order, and the petition submitted by Burleigh County to the Board of Directors of the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District reads as follows. On behalf of Burleigh County, it is requested that the Board of Directors of the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District exclude Burleigh County from the district as per North Dakota Century Code 61-24-16-1. The county has not been benefited in whole or in part by its membership in the district, thus request an immediate withdrawal and exclusion. Burleigh County has not been sufficiently benefited by its membership in the district in whole or part for the benefit of the following reasons. Number one, Burleigh County has not received a benefit in part of the form of approximately $9.9 million levied in property taxes. There has not been a benefit in part of the levied amount because Burleigh County has received approximately $825,588 in grants from Garrison Diversion Conservancy District from 1993 to 2022, which Burleigh County does not see as a proper return on investment. Number two, Burleigh County would not receive benefit in whole or part in any future investment because based on the last 5 years of growth in property valuations, a 1 mil tax levy rate would produce approximately $9.6 million for the next 10 years, with likely not enough of a return on the investment to warrant in whole or in part benefit to Burleigh County. Number three, the investment that Burleigh County has put into the district has not benefited the county due to a number of grants that have been awarded to the district that have been outside the scope of the original intent of the district when it was created. Number four, Burleigh County was not benefited by the district with the South Central Regional Water District because the district did not contribute any funds to the project and did not invest any of the money that was given to them by Burleigh County into the South Central Water Project. Number five, the grant that was given to Burleigh County for the South Central Regional Water District, approximately $56 million, was not a benefit from the district as it was federal funds that were administered through the district. Furthermore, the funds were not contingent on the membership of Burleigh County in the district. Number six and last, the South Central Regional Water District has directly benefited from Burleigh County citizens applying for rural water connection grants in a total of $36,664, which was independent of the county's membership in the district. So Burleigh County has not benefited in whole or part by its membership with the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District. It is the request of the county that they be excluded from the district immediately due to there being no beneficial reason for the Burleigh County to continue investing in the district. This petition was received on December 11th, 2025. State law governs the exclusion of counties from Garrison Diversion Conservancy District requires that the Board of Directors meet within 60 days either to grant the petition or fix a time and place for a hearing on the petition. On January 9th, Board of Directors met as required, determined that a hearing would be necessary to determine the petition. The hearing was set for today, March 24th, 2026, at the headquarters of the district in Carrington, North Dakota. Notice of this hearing was published for 2 consecutive weeks in the Bismarck Tribune, provided that the county auditor and provided to the county auditor for each county in the district. And I won't read the published notice, but it is going to be part of the record here. And as a result of the foregoing, the Board of Directors is meeting today to hear the petition. The purpose of this is here to receive testimony and evidence supporting or opposing the Burleigh County petition for exclusion. This hearing will operate a little bit differently from our other board meetings. With that, we are here today to listen to and accept testimony from Burleigh County petition. If any of the directors have questions or comments, please use the notepads provided, write them down, and we can discuss this at our later board meeting date. Okay, there are several procedures which will help with the hearing to be conducted in an orderly and efficient manner. These procedures will be followed. First, you've noticed that there is a registration table set up at the door. Any person wishing to testify on this matter must fill out a registration card and have indicated that it should be done prior to you giving a testimony, and hopefully you'll be unseated. If there's any that don't wish now to speak or later change your mind or want to speak, we will accommodate you with that respect.
Jane,
Yep.
there is no card, it's the form out.
Yep, out on that table. Yep, that you need to sign.
There is no card.
Okay. With that, representing the terrible and written testimony will be received through the conclusion of this hearing. If any person or organization has written testimony, please submit your statements and documents to the Secretary of the District, that is Lisa. She will then ensure that each board member receives a copy, and it will be entered into the record. The purpose of this hearing is to present evidence to the directors on Burleigh County's petition so that it can make the most informed decision possible. Therefore, it is requested for the benefit of the Board of Directors that no testimony be given not related to the Burleigh County petition. Questions will not be allowed from the floor.
Number 2.
Okay, and from Burleigh County petition, okay. And it is requested that each person who represents testimony state that his name, who they're representing, in the beginning of this statement will enable the Board of Directors to be aware of the capacity of that witness. I might adhere that there's a testimony in this proceeding will be a matter of record, and it will be assistance in understanding that the transcript of the meeting, if you state your name first, so that your testimony may be easily identified. With that, the question will not be any questions will not be allowed from the floor, and the board will please address the chairman and identify themselves if they do wish to ask a question for reasons given earlier. So it is my intent to allow district staff to provide some background information on this history, background of the Conservancy District, and Burleigh County's petition to join. Following that presentation, those in favor of Burleigh County's petition for exclusion will testify. Witnesses from Burleigh County Commission will be then called first, and then others. Please keep in mind, however, there will be a time limit set for public comments, meaning those who are not representatives of the County Commission. Each member of the public offering a testimony today will be limited to 5 minutes. If you have any written materials, please provide them to Lisa as Secretary for the District. Let me remind you again that the registration is out there for you to testify in the beginning of your testimony, to state your name, where you're from, who you represent other than yourself, and then give a name of who you represent. Okay, as indicated earlier, Garrison Diversion staff will share a brief presentation this morning, following a testimony for those favoring Burleigh County's petition. And first among those will be representatives of Burleigh County Commission. I propose to represent a representative for the county to advise us when he has completed his statement after which no further representative are here to present to speak and for open to other people who favor the petition for exclusion. Following those in favor of the floor will be open to those who oppose the Burleigh County's petition. With that, at this time, I have the Garrison Diversion staff, Dwayne DeCray, manager of Garrison Diversion, for a presentation from Garrison Diversion.
Just say it on.
Is the green light on?
Green lights on.
It says it's on,
You
but
working now?
just talk loud, but. I don't, it says it's on.
Okay, well, green lights on. Well, good morning. As stated, I'm Dwayne DeCray, General Manager of the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District. I'm going to go through a short presentation here for Garrison Diversion, and then that'll kind of kick off the hearing first.
Move it closer to your mouth.
Is this how?
No, it doesn't. Can you use this one? No, we
Oh, there.
Oh, here, excuse me. I tested it this morning.
It's not going to work.
This is,
Just
I
the
must
other one.
reset,
But no,
but.
just speak louder,
Speak louder.
please.
Okay, try that. Okay, first slide. So the Garrison Diversion Force was formed because of the 1944 Flood Control Act of the Missouri River Basin, which included the 6 main stem dams. And the purposes of the 44 Flood Control Act were flood control, irrigation. North Dakota was promised 1.2 million acres of irrigation because of the over 500,000 acres of rich river bottom land that was covered by Lake Sakakawea for the flood control project. We were to get water supply, which we have not realized yet as a state. We're working on it, we're getting closer. Hydropower, navigation, which never was an upper basin state benefit. Recreation, which has been a very big benefit of the 44 Flood Control Act. Water quality and fish and wildlife benefits. So since the 1944 Act, the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District on the federal level has been redone over again on the 1965 Act, which was the construction of the principal supply works, and then it reduced irrigation to North Dakota, and then it added the MR&I program. It was reformulated again in 1986, and it again reduced irrigation, but it put $200 million into an MR&I fund and $20.4 million for tribal fund because Congress recognized that the project hadn't been completed and in North Dakota had been injured because of that, so they came up with the MR&I program to offset that somewhat. And then the act we're operating under today is the Dakota Water Resources Act of 2000, and that also included the Red River Valley Water Supply Project, federal project, and then it would have a $200 million loan indexed for that project, and then it reduced irrigation to what it is today at 75,480 acres. It's also a fact that North Dakota never received a record of decision, which would have been a federal project for the Red River Valley Water Supply Project, so Senator Hoeven, then Governor Hoeven, made it a state project. This is what Garrison Diversion Conservancy District looks like today. It was formed in 1955. There was only 22 original counties. The same year they filled the dam, the legislature created the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District. It's contained in Chapter 61-24 of the North Dakota Century Code, and we are to promote the establishment, construction, development, maintenance, and operation of the Garrison Diversion Unit or any part thereof, to make available waters diverted from the Missouri River for irrigation, domestic, municipal, and industrial needs, and for hydroelectric power, recreation, fish, wildlife, and other beneficial and public uses. And we are to study and provide for the water needs of eastern North Dakota communities in Water District and western Minnesota communities through a Red River Valley water supply project. In 1988, Burleigh County petitioned to join the Garrison District, and their petition stated that they recognized the indirect benefits of the Southwest Pipeline Project and the McLean Rural Water System. They supported the concept of a Garrison Diversion Unit and wanted to participate in the development of the unit. They also wanted MR&I and recreation, fish and wildlife, and irrigation benefits available through the unit. Under the 2000 Dakota Resources Act, the purposes of the DWRA as declared by Congress, you can read those up there, but the main part is to offset the loss of North Dakota farmland resulting from the construction of major features of the Pick-Sloan Missouri Basin program, providing irrigation, MR&I water systems, recreation, flood control, groundwater recharge, augmented stream flows, and to conservation and development of fish and wildlife and other natural resources. So we have irrigation off the McCluskey Canal, and that also goes through a portion of Burleigh County. So this is the irrigation that benefits the citizens of Burleigh County. 75 acres along the McCluskey Canal in Burleigh County, and the potential is to develop additional acres are also there. We assist the producers in planning and developing those irrigation projects at no charge to them. And irrigation provides an economic stability during a time of drought, and brings increased local returns and economic benefits to the state of North Dakota. Here's some pictures of the intakes in Burleigh County off of the McCluskey. Here's the potential irrigation off of the canal for Burleigh County. All the areas in green are suitable for irrigation, and the areas in yellow are conditional, that they may or may not be suitable for irrigation. So there's quite a bit of potential for irrigation to be developed in Burleigh County. And the benefit to irrigators in Burleigh County off the canal is a 75% cost share through the Department of Water Resources for the off-farm costs. They have access to SRF funding from the federal government, and they have access to the Pick-Sloan Missouri Basin Program project use power, which reduces irrigation power expenses up to 40%. That's quite a benefit. The recreation along the canal, over 7 miles of the McCluskey Canal runs through Burleigh County, and the Chain Lake Recreation Area includes New John Lake, which is almost wholly in Burleigh County. It has 34 campsites, 4 bathrooms, and 2 boat ramps, which are heavily used by the citizens of Burleigh County. There's Heckers, East Park, and West Park also have additional recreational opportunities with RV dump sites and a fish cleaning station, and Garrison Diversion assists in the maintenance of all these recreation areas. Here's some pictures of New Johns Lake on the Chain Lakes Recreation Area, heavily used in the summertime. Here's some pictures of some more facilities in Burleigh County, benefit the population of Burleigh County for recreation. This is the official maps of east and west New Johns Lake by the Bureau of Reclamation. I'll call your attention to the sites. The ones with Bs are all in Burleigh County. You can see the only one S up there is in Sheridan County, but it's wholly and heavily used by Burleigh County residents every summer. McCluskey Canal also improves water quality delivered from the canal into the Painted Woods Creek, which improves water quality in the creek and benefits ranchers, livestock, utilizing the water source. There's a picture of the view of the Painted Woods outlet structure. These are almost 30 grant programs that have been awarded in Burleigh County for recreation grant purposes. Some of them haven't been completely completed yet, but they have all gotten cost share or available cost share at over $870,000 worth over the years. Here's some pictures of some of those parks: General Sibley Park and Campground, 4-H Playground, North Central Park. Sertoma Park. And it's winter and summer. The warming house at the New Generations Park and the New Generations Park splash pad in the summertime. These are all facilities in Burleigh County that have been cost shared. Here's Kiwanis Park. So we also have a water supply assistance grant program in the district. Only district program. We've only had 5 projects so far in South Central Regional Water, but since 21 we've cost shared over $21,000 for people to hook up to rural water. People like rural water so much that we've had applications costing over $100,000 to hook up to rural water, and we will cost share those up to $10,000. The federal MR&I program, Garrison Diversion is the fiscal agent for North Dakota on the MR&I program. So $64.4 million has gone to the South Central Regional Water District. That is administered through Garrison and the State Water Commission. Only 22% of that money hasn't been spent within the district, and 20% of that 22% is the Southwest Pipeline Project, which Burleigh supported in their petition to join the district. Other than the state Southwest Pipeline Project, there's only 2% of MRI funds that were ever spent out of the district. We also support the Missouri River Joint Board to financially, and they develop and implement solutions to water resource problems and issues with the Missouri River Corridor. They were recently down in Missouri, talking to Missouri about some issues on the Missouri River, and we've funded them over $530,000 through the year to help them achieve their goals. This is what the Garrison and staff advocate nationally for the Missouri River water resources inside the district at federal and state levels. Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne. With that, to the podium, the floor is open to Burleigh County Commissioners to present testimony. Whoever from Burleigh County wants to go first.
First of all, can you hear me? I've got a pretty loud voice. Why doesn't this thing work?
See if there's a plug. Let me look in here.
There is a screen button. Do I say it's
Some green, it might be cycling better.
Is yours working? No.
Why don't you have them come up front?
I don't know.
Is this
No.
mic working?
It's the system that was tested before.
Everything seems to be plugged in, so.
Can you see even go up?
It's now turned off. The green light's not on anymore.
I already did that, test.
Is it, Kim, is it possible to see what you got, go out and come back in and see one?
Yeah, it'd be a separate, that's, just being, we can, I need 5 minutes to restart everything.
I think it's important.
I think we should try it.
Yep, I'm getting the head nods, yes. If you could just hang tight for maybe 5 minutes, they're gonna all reset, so hopefully the mic comes on and everybody gets.
This was tested before it started this morning, it was working, so I'm sorry, but. Okay. No, I just need time to.